One of the most tantalizing things that stop people from getting into Fire Emblem, especially the older ones, is definitely its permadeath. We all know what permadeath is. People die when they are killed. Lose a unit and he's gone for good. You're not seeing him for the rest of the game. Lose the main character, it's game over. Of course, if you're playing casual mode, you don't need to worry about it. But for people like me who play without it, it takes the intense difficulty and high thrills away from the gameplay. So I'll be ignoring casual mode for the time being. But back to permadeath. Losing a unit never really feels nice, obviously. But one important thing that made me realize is how many of you guys suffer from FOMO. FOMO refers to the fear of missing out, and I find this applies very nicely to Fire Emblem fans in particular, as many of us want to essentially see everything in one playthrough of the game, which is why guides exist, obviously. After all, some characters are needed to stay alive for some guidance, and these chapters may hold other valuable items or units. Except that they're optional for a reason. You can beat the game just fine without them, and yes, you may miss a few chapters, but you were going to miss a few chapters anyway since there's route splits in literally most of the Fire Emblem games ever. Losing a unit you invested in does suck a lot, yes, but if you're struggling to recruit a character like Nina who objectively sucks, well, just let the kid die, she's been through enough already. A big habit of mine was recruiting every character in the game and resetting to ensure they don't get themselves killed by running headfirst into a swarm of enemies. After recruiting everyone, I can only deploy like 12 or 14 characters, despite the fact they had potential to be good if I just let one of my Christmas Cavaliers die and gave them a chance. This might not apply to the new games though, as they're more investment heavy, and are built around using the same characters throughout the entire game. But the older games actually encourage you to leave characters dead in some cases, such as giving you units who are only recruitable if other characters are dead, but by resetting every chapter when the game builds itself around death will just leave you with an artificial softlock until you either give up and let the character die, or drop the game as a whole. Obviously this is all coming from someone who's been playing these games for roughly 6 or 7 years at this point, and everyone should be happy at their own skill level. But my hope with this video is that you'll just leave Nino dead and Bell before dawn. Nobody uses it anyway, it's fine.